From Super League to Olympic distance to age group world records to Kona. Go longer with the right fuel at the right time with SFuels.
Everybody, welcome back to Breakfast with Bob from beautiful St. George, Utah. My name is Bob Babbitt. We're brought to you by Master Spas, Zoot Sports, the original triathlon brand, HOKA, Let's Fly, SFuels, Go Longer, Biostarks.com. Use the code BWB10 for a 10% discount. Quintanaroo, Forum Smart Swim Goggles, Bazion's Bank, Premium Plus Sports, and, of course, our Challenged Athletes Foundation. Our next guest, also from Denmark. We've got a lot of Danish athletes here. Miki Taagholt.
Very good.
That's not bad, right?
That is very good, Bob.
I grew up in Denmark, and that
Yeah, I can tell.
I'm trying to have the Danish is coming back, and yeah. How you doing?
I'm doing really good. I'm very excited to be back. I feel like I have something to prove after my crash in Dallas. So yeah, I'm excited to race again.
So you crashed in Dallas.
Yeah, I crashed a few days prior to the race.
Yes.
Still tried to race, but couldn't really use
What'd
my
you
left
hurt?
arm.
Your left arm.
Yeah, my left arm was pretty bad. And yeah, so I ended up DNFing. And I feel like I have something to prove again now.
Well, when I look at just your results over the last few years, you're 10th at Canadian Open, which is great. Second at 70.3 Elsinore, fourth at Challenge Championship. There's a pattern. Second at Oceanside, fourth at 70.3 World St. George, right? And 70.3 Elsinore, sixth. You're always up there. You're always in the hunt. So, and obviously you've done well here on this course. You like this course.
I love this course. And I love the city, and I love the landscape, and yeah, I love the course. It's a beautiful course. It's a hard course. I think it suits me really well.
It's a strong person's race.
It is indeed.
How does a run change from last year? How does that affect you? Because it's not quite as steep on the ups, right? And the downs.
No, I haven't tried it yet. I'll actually head straight out onto the run course after this. But I mean, I've seen the elevation profile.
Yes.
And yeah, I'm a little sad that it's not the run course we had last year.
You like that, right?
I loved it. It was amazing. The run down Skyline was so good. And my only hope for this year's race was that they were going to do it the opposite direction, so that we would run up Skyline instead.
Oh, you run up the steeper part.
Yeah, that would have been so cool. I mean, why not?
So you like the tougher.
I
tougher
do.
the better.
Yeah.
What got you into the sport originally?
I used to be a swimmer.
Yes.
And then a triathlete started on my swim team, and I think he could see that I was a little tired of following the black line.
Yes. How long ago was that?
Oh, that was back in... I don't know. I made the transition from swimming to triathlon in 2013.
Okay.
But I flirted a little bit with triathlon prior to that, but yeah, not a lot.
13 was really it.
Yeah.
13 was it. And when I look at 2013, junior bronze medal at Danish junior tri-national champs. 2019 is when you debuted at 70.3. Was that at Oceanside?
That was in Oceanside, yeah.
And you love that.
I love Oceanside, yeah.
You know what's great about Oceanside? You go in through the ocean and the waves. You come out through the bay. Then it's a hard bike course, right? It's a fair bike course, but you're riding parts of Camp Pendleton that people aren't allowed to ride. It's closed to the public except on that day. And then the run is concrete. And even though it's not a lot of climbing, it beats your legs up.
Yeah, it does indeed. And people say that it's a flat run course, but it's not a flat run course.
Not when you run up those ramps twice at the pier.
Yeah, it is a tough one. And I remember, especially back in 2019, it was actually pretty hot as well.
Yes.
And yeah, the heat and the concrete just makes it one hot experience.
Yes.
But yeah, Oceanside is a really special race. I love that one.
You love that one. So you like racing in the States?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I've raced a lot over here. And I love the hospitality. I love the homestay. And yeah, I feel like the triathlon community in the US is special. The way you embrace, especially professional athletes, is unique. And we always feel, at least I feel so very welcome every time I come here.
And when you look at this season, like I said, second at Elsinore, fourth at Challenge Championship, 10th at Canadian Open, and people, they hear 10th at the Canadian Open, they don't quite understand it's really a World Championship field when you're
it
doing
was
U.S. Open and Canadian Open.
Yeah, super stacked fields. But to be honest, I don't feel like I've had that good of a season.
Okay.
I feel like I have had so much more that I haven't been able to show. And yeah, I felt so good leading into the US Open. And then, yeah, of course, crashed a few days prior. But I mean, I hope to carry momentum and I hope to show that just what great shape I'm in this weekend.
Now, with your, is the arm injury affected your swimming? Or is it okay?
No, the swim was really bad as well. But I mean, it's been good for the last, like ever since Dallas, I don't know, I had maybe a week after that where I couldn't really neither swim, bike, or run, but since then it's been good.
It's been good.
Yeah, it's been really good. So I'm feeling confident.
And how long have you been here?
13 days now.
Okay, so you're committed.
I'm fully committed to this.
This is it.
Yeah, this is my main goal of the season.
And what would you be happy with here?
I mean, I finished 4th last year. I'll be wearing bib number 4, and you always have to beat your bib number.
Always have to beat your bib number. And if we can be on a podium, why be looking up at anybody?
Exactly. And I mean, the Norwegians did look like they were pretty tired once they crossed that finish line in Kona.
Don't you think?
Oh, yeah, they did.
I think Christian was on a stretcher, I think.
Yeah.
And that was just a few weeks ago.
Exactly.
So, that, I mean, do you look at that, the fact that, you know, Gustav did the full there and broke the course record by, 11 minutes, something like that. And then Christian did, 3rd there and won here at the full. That's a lot in their legs coming into this race.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's no doubt that those two will be the main favorites.
Yes.
But they have done so much racing this year. They have just done Kona. Kona is not an easy race in any way. And that also showed on them when they crossed that finish line. And Sam Laidlow pushed them all the way to the finish.
Yes.
So I have no doubt that they will enter this race fatigued. And I hope we get to see that on race day.
Exactly. So right behind us is the finish, right? You come right down here. Do you envision yourself coming through that and breaking the tape?
Yeah, I have had a few dreams these past nights about that.
Yeah.
I mean, I still haven't won a race, and why not?
Wait. Oh, you're right. You major in second. What the hell?
Yeah.
You've got a lot of seconds.
So I mean, why not have my first win at a World Championship?
That's really a good place to do it, right?
Not the worst one.
No, I remember Sebastian Kienle winning here, and that's sort of like, wait, who's this guy?
Mm-hmm.
You just never know when someone, even though you've been doing the sport since 2013, you break out with that one big race.
Yeah, exactly. And I kind of feel like I had that breakthrough race last year, finishing 4th.
Yeah, get a 4th, yep.
Yeah. And yeah, kind of hoping to do the same one more time.
Do you see yourself, what's great about this era for triathlon, you've got Super League, you've got PTO 70.3, then you've got Ironman, and then you've got Olympics. People can specialize. Do you see yourself as more of a PTO distance 70.3 specialist, or do you want to go even longer down the line?
I have an Ironman coming up.
Which one?
Ironman Israel on the 25th of November.
Very cool.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah,
that'll be your debut.
Yeah, it will.
So you're going to debut on a pretty classic course.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I'm really excited to get my debut on the Ironman. And yeah, even though I have done not much Ironman training, I've been focusing solemnly on 70.3 walls.
Right.
I'm hoping to, I've done so much good training that I hope that I will benefit from that.
Well, in this day, what's happening now is you can't come into an Ironman without the speed that you have from a PTO or 70.3. You have to be, because a lot of these guys, like Christian and Gustav, are coming from Olympic format, which is you have to be able to run 29 minutes off the bike every single time. So for you, what will you do training-wise leading into Israel then? You just add a few long bike rides?
I'm not too worried about the bike, to be honest.
Okay.
I'm mostly worried about the run. So it'll probably be some longer runs. But it's only a month after this, so there won't be that much specific preparation. It'll just be to kind of roll with it and then see how it goes.
And you'll go there and really get a sense of what the distance is. But more importantly, you'll get a sense of Israel and get a chance to visit a country you probably haven't visited before.
Exactly. And then, I don't know, there are also free slots for Kona. And, Kona is always on our mind.
So that's the goal, is to get to Kona.
Yeah, it is.
So what is going on in Denmark right now with you and Magnus and Daniel, all young guys, all getting into the sport? And not just getting in, but as I told Magnus and Daniel, nobody's intimidated. They're coming in and going to the front, and you're sort of the same way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like we're just pushing each other in a good way. Every great result is a show that we can, like, when Magnus did so well in Roth, it kind of showed us that there's still, like, if Magnus can do that, I can do that.
Why
like,
can't
he showed the path.
Right.
And I feel like that's the way we go all the time. Like, one is making new ground, and then the other see it as a possibility.
Do you guys train together?
Yeah, I train with Daniel on a daily basis. And then I get to see Magnus occasionally once we are racing abroad.
And you guys, similar to Gustav and Christian, where, obviously they've taken Norway to another level. Mm-hmm. And you guys want to do the same thing for Denmark.
Yeah, just a higher level, but yeah.
Yeah. And what makes Daniel's always impressed me. Right? Mm-hmm. I really like the way he races. I love the way Magnus races. From training with Daniel, what do you gain from that? What have you gained from training with Daniel on a daily basis?
Oh, a lot. I mean, seeing Daniel back in 2019, seeing how he made his breakthrough, and seeing like, okay, I'm not that far from what Daniel's doing in training. Like, we're more or less doing the same thing. And that gave me some confidence that, okay, I can be up there.
Right.
And that's kind of the same I felt like last year when I finished fourth. Like, a lot of people had no idea who I was, but I knew that on my best days I was very close to Daniel, and I showed that at World Champs last year.
I remember years ago there used to be two triathletes named Tim de Boom and Peter Reed. And in the 1998 Ironman, Peter Reed wins it. And they train together all the time. And Tim was 10th. And he's like, I train with that guy every day. I watch him suffer. Mm-hmm. I know I hurt him. And he won, and I took 10th. What the hell? I know there's a way I should be winning. Mm-hmm. When someone like a Daniel or someone like when Magnus wins Challenge Roth, that basically says to you, I know how Magnus trains. I can train just as hard as him. If he's winning, I should be winning.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it shows you also which areas you still have to improve in. Like, I could see for a long time that Daniel was a far better swimmer, runner, and biker than me. So I knew, okay, I had to improve in these areas. Yeah, exactly. And now it's maybe we're very similar in the swim and the bike. So, okay, I still have some work to do on the run. But it shows me what focus points I need to work on. And that's, I mean, yeah.
What do you think Daniel's gained from training with you?
I think he's gained a lot of the same. Quite the same level, same mindset. And I mean, you just can't beat having company on your rides. Like, we push each other just 1% more every day, and that just benefits us both a lot.
So is anybody I don't think anybody from Denmark has won Ironman World Championship.
Not
yet. I don't
yet.
think anybody has won 70.3 World Championship.
Not yet.
And you think things might change on Saturday?
If not on Saturday, then for sure in the coming years. I mean, we have so much potential, so many great guys, and there's no way we're not going to get the World Championship for Denmark in the coming years.
Do you see some even younger guys coming up?
Oh yeah, we have so many people coming up as well. And I mean, that's also what's so inspiring, is to see that what we are doing are inspiring other young triathletes to try and do the same. So I feel like we are bringing up a new generation of young triathletes in Denmark, and that's good to see.
Being a role model is important to you.
Yeah, we're trying to be, at least.
Very cool. Always a pleasure, Miki. I love what you're doing, and just the way you guys race. Because it used to be, you'd see a lot of people coming off the bike in 15th, 16th place, run their way up to 8th or 9th, and you think, okay, next year they'll come off the bike in 10th and run their way up. They never do. Some people are scared of that moment. They're scared of the lights. They're scared of going, I can't pass Jan Frodeno. Mm-hmm. But you guys have never been that way. You've never raced that way.
There's no fear.
No fear, right?
Only potential. Possibilities.
No fear, only potential.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Miki, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Bob.
And I'll do it again. Miki Taagholt.
Very good.
Look at that. See, that Danish, I need to move back to Denmark for a little bit.
Is it because you have eaten a lot of Danishes?
I've eaten about 30 Danishes already today. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We'll catch you in a little bit. Hold on. We'll be right back.